it's me, Bree, and I am going to tell you the story of Wendy. Now, I am a doll collector, like pretty much all my life. I didn't start formally calling it that till like maybe 5 years ago, but I always have been. I've always loved dolls. I've always loved that they're so pretty and that they will love you without asking anything in return, and I think that that's one of the best things in the world, and I think that that's why they're an awesome toy and something that you can enjoy even when you're not a little kid, and sometimes when you're like me and you're a little kid at heart. So, well, Wendy is an American Girl doll. She's my 5th American Girl, and I've liked American Girls since I was really young, and I actually found out about them in a couple of different ways, because I found out about the books at, I think at school or maybe at the library or bookstore, I don't know, but I started reading them when I was in elementary school, probably 2nd or 3rd grade, I think, not sure, and, yeah, probably 2nd grade actually, now that I think about it, and, the first one I read was Addie. And I loved her books, and I loved how interesting it was to be transported in time to a different era that I'd never seen, never would see, but I sort of got a glimpse at it through the books. And then I think the next one I read, the next one was Molly, and I loved her little 40s stuff and the war, and, well, I mean, I didn't love the war, but I thought it was interesting how different people were then and they are now, especially, there's so much effort that went into it, and you got to really see that in the books. And the books are awesome because they're for kids, but they're not really dumbed down. They're kind of honest about what happened, in history. And I'm right now in school, a history major, and I'm wanting to be a history teacher. And I think a lot of my love of history comes from these books. And then, after the books, I went to one of my friend's houses, and she had an American Girl doll. I didn't even know there were dolls, but I saw hers, and she was so cute, and so much fun. We used to play with her all the time. And this doll that made me love American Girl dolls was one of the girls of today. Blonde hair, brown eyes, really sweet and cute. And when I got my first doll, which was for Christmas when I was 10, those of you who are keeping count, that means that we're coming up on our 10th anniversary, that was Addie, the one who I read her books first. And she's been with me since then. And for a long time, she was up on my doll shelf, but recently she's come down and she's getting some playtime, getting her clothes changed a lot more, and that doll, she's really special to me. But I never really considered getting a Just Like You doll, because I always really liked the historicals, but then I kind of thought about how this doll, the Just Like You doll, was the one who made me love American Girls. So I was sort of thinking about it, and I love to write, so I kind of came up with this backstory for this character named Wendy. That's Wendy Madeline Stein, and I have this whole elaborate backstory worked out for her. She's adopted, and her family is Jewish, and she has 2 older sisters who are twins. And they kind of pick on her because they're 16 and she's 10, and it's fun to pick on your 10-year-old sister. And she is very shy, and she likes American Girls, and her favorite American Girl is Molly, because Molly kind of has everything that she wants to see in herself. Molly's not afraid to go out there on stage and everything and be seen, and that's kind of what Wendy wants for herself, not to be on stage, because she actually enjoys writing. She just wants to be more brave and have more friends and that kind of thing. And I think that she's really, really special she's become a special character to me. And I was on eBay, as I often am, and I happened to find the doll that my friend had as a child. Actually, I had two friends that had the same doll, so this is kind of reclaiming childhood memories because I didn't get my doll until like 2 or maybe even 3 years later. I now have Wendy. And she is from 95, which was the first year they had Girls of Today. Blonde hair, brown eyes. And she's just everything that the character I came up with is. This is Wendy Madeline Stein. And I am enjoying her very much. And so far, I've only had her like I think 2 days now. She's already become very special to me. And that's how I am though. They're always really special to me. I love my dolls, and she's certainly no exception. And that is the story of Wendy. This is the doll that made me love American Girl dolls, and in that respect, I kind of owe it all to her. And we're gonna be together forever now. And that's when that's gonna go. So thank you for watching and listening to me tell my silly little story. And hopefully I will have lots of fun things to show you with Wendy and my other girls. And I just realized that I didn't mention who my other American Girls are. And you might ask. So they are Addie, Nikki, who was the Girl of the Year in 2007, Samantha, Nellie, and now Wendy.